It was a clear day over the Canary Islands until everything changed. Two giant Boeing 747s, the pride of commercial aviation, found themselves on the same runway. Seconds later, the sky filled with fire, smoke, and the echoes of unimaginable screams. 583 souls gone in the blink of an eye. No war, no bomb, just a chain of mistakes that should never have happened. The world called it the deadliest plane crash in aviation history. But what really went wrong that day on Tenerife Island? Who was to blame the fog, the radio, or the human heart under pressure? Tonight, we uncover the tragedy that forever changed how the world flies. 1. The island of calm before chaos. It was March 27, 1977. A calm Sunday morning in Tenerife, one of Spain's beautiful Canary Islands. Tourists filled beaches, locals prepared for another sunny day. But at Los Rodeos Airport, a thick fog was rolling in, swallowing the runways whole. Two planes, KLM Flight 4805 and Pan Am Flight 1736, had been diverted there due to a terrorist incident at Gran Canaria Airport. The small airport wasn't built to handle two massive 747s at once. Taxiways overflowed, radio signals were weak, and confusion was rising by the minute. No one knew it yet, but history's darkest aviation chapter was already writing itself. Have you ever thought how fragile safety becomes when communication breaks? The fog thickened and the countdown began. 2. The giants of the sky. Both aircraft were titans of the Air Boeing 747 jumbo jets, symbols of modern engineering. The KLM jet carried 248 passengers. Pan Am had 396 on board. Inside, people chatted, took photos, and shared vacation plans unaware of the fate awaiting them. In the cockpits sat highly trained professionals. Captain Jacob Van Zanten for KLM, one of the airline's best. For Pan Am, it was Captain Victor Grubbs, a man with thousands of flight hours. 2 leaders, 2 machines, 1 narrow runway. The contrast between confidence and chaos was breathtaking. And as the fog thickened further, their fates began to intertwine. Could 2 of the world's best pilots really collide on the ground? 3. Miscommunication in the mist. Los Rodeos control tower could barely see 500 feet ahead. Radio chatter became muffled English. Dutch, Spanish, all crossing frequencies. KLM's captain thought he had takeoff clearance. He didn't. Pan Am was still taxiing on the same runway. That single misunderstanding became one of aviation's deadliest. "Ah, we are now at takeoff," said the KLM crew. The tower replied with uncertainty, but the words were buried in static and accents. The fog, the invisible villain, sealed their visibility completely. How could a single phrase cost hundreds of lives? 4. The final seconds engines thundered. The KLM plane accelerated, slicing through fog. On the same runway, the Pan Am jet appeared too late to react. "God damn, that son of a bitch is coming!" the Pan Am crew shouted. Van Zanten pulled up desperately. The plane lifted for a moment. Its tail struck the runway, then its fuselage tore into the Pan Am's upper deck. A fireball exploded across the tarmac, blinding nearby witnesses. Both planes erupted in flames, metal melting into fire and screams. It was over in less than 20 seconds, but it felt like eternity. And in that instant, 583 lives were gone forever. 5. The survivor's nightmare. Miraculously, a few from Pan Am's jet survived crawling through flames, smoke, and twisted steel. They described screams echoing through burning cabins, oxygen masks melting from heat. One survivor said, "The floor turned into fire. People leapt through gaping holes only to land in burning fuel. Rescue crews rushed in but were blocked by walls of smoke. Even the brave firefighters couldn't get close enough. Explosions kept pushing them back." What does survival mean when the world around you becomes hell? Those who lived would carry that moment forever. 6. The human error factor. Investigators scoured the black boxes, searching for reason amid ruin. What they found shocked the world. It wasn't the weather, it was miscommunication. The KLM captain believed he had takeoff clearance, but the controller hadn't confirmed it. Radio overlap hid the word "stand by." Pressure, pride, and human misunderstanding, a deadly trio. It wasn't just a crash. It was a breakdown in trust between man and machine. Could better phrasing 1 second sooner have saved them all? 7. Lessons. Written in smoke. The tragedy forced aviation to evolve overnight. New radio phrases were standardized, no more ambiguous OKs. Cockpit teamwork protocols, known as crew resource management, were born from this very disaster. Pilots learned to question authority and double-check every order. Airports improved visibility technology, and English became the universal aviation language. From 583 deaths rose an industry transformed. Sometimes change only comes through unimaginable loss. But at what cost does progress come? 8. The legacy of Tenerife. Even today, Tenerife Airport holds a somber silence. A memorial stands overlooking the sea, 583 names engraved in stone. Families still visit, leaving flowers, photos, and letters to loved ones they never saw again. Pilots passing over the Canary Islands still whisper the name Tenerife with respect and sorrow. It remains a symbol not of fear, but of how fragile humanity truly is. Would the victims ever believe that their loss would save millions after them? 9. The emotional echo documentaries, books, and memorials keep this story alive not for spectacle, but for remembrance. Every airline trainee learns about Tenerife on their first day. It's a lesson written in tragedy. Communication saves lives. The crash wasn't just about machines, it was about humans under pressure, misheard words, and timing gone wrong. And it reminds us how even the smallest error can echo forever. The voices from the cockpit still haunt aviation history. 10. The final flight. In aviation history, few moments are this defining. The Tenerife disaster remains the single deadliest accident, with no survivors from one aircraft. From that fog came change, and the hope that no pilot will ever repeat those words again. Ready for takeoff now means something far greater: confirmation, clarity, and caution. Because in those 27 seconds of terror, humanity learned to listen. And sometimes listening is what keeps us alive. The Tenerife tragedy wasn't just a crash, it was a turning point for the entire world. It changed the way we fly, speak, and trust inside the skies above us. Every time you board a plane today, you're safer because of those who perished in 1977. Their story is carved into every checklist, every cockpit command, every clear for takeoff. But when we look back, we're reminded how fragile human communication can be. So the next time you hear a plane soar above, remember silence and clarity can mean survival. Which part of this story struck you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, because the world's most shocking travel stories are still waiting to be told.